How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Satoshi back in the house for another video, and today I have Ripple on my mind. So let's see what's happening with this lawsuit, against the SEC that's been lasting since 2020 and will set the precedent for the future of cryptocurrencies as a whole. Let's take a look at what this XRP Standard actually is. I'm also going to show you a little one-pager that Ripple actually released that I took the liberty of downloading via, you need to put in some company details or whatever. So I did it for you guys, so you can see what exactly Ripple is doing right now. And at the end of the video, as always, I'm going to do a little chart analysis of Ripple itself, which recently has made some gains because of positive news in the lawsuit, which I am going to touch upon at the end of the video. So let's start off with the largest conglomerate or financial conglomerate of Australia implementing the XRP Standard. And by the way, if you enjoy the video, drop a like. Now, CommBank, right? They're huge, and they said that they're starting this month. They're gonna leverage Ripple's XRP to adopt the ISO 20022 standard for cross-border payments. Now, what is this standard right here, and what is happening with it? I'm gonna get into that in a second or two. But first of all, let's just see that this bank, or CommBank, right? They plan to completely migrate all transactions to the ISO 20022 over the next 3 years. And Ripple's native XRP cryptocurrency has been designed in a way to comply with this 20022 standard. And in the latest development, the Bank of Australia's largest financial conglomerate said that they would be using both Ripple's XRP and the ISO 20022 standard for cross-border payments. Now, what does this do? Well, basically it makes payments a lot more efficient, and Ripple is the only crypto player in this group of people who are actually, or companies who are actually in this ISO 20022 standard. So what you can see on CommBank right here, they said that from November 2022, cross-border payments will start to migrate to ISO 20. I don't know what is it, 20022 or 222 or however you call it, with all payments to be made and received using this by November 2025, right? Cross-border payments will be greatly simplified as a result. And, a little bit of info about these cross-border payments, and this one pager that I actually downloaded says the cross-border payments, and this is from Ripple, by the way, okay? Ripple gave us this document. Global payments standards are fragmented, resulting in closed networks, unstructured data, and a poor payments experience. And the entire world is now converging on a new global standard, or the ISO 20022, the de facto global data standard for modern payments. And to help this next step in global interoperability and meet the evolving needs of the customers, right? Ripple is now part of the ISO 20022 standards body and the first member focused on distributed ledger technology, or DLT, or should I say, blockchain, right? Already adopted in 70 countries, it is estimated that 87% of the global financial transactions will be supported by ISO 2022 by 2023. And through RippleNet and its ISO 20022 membership, customers are able to, first of all, help define the future direction of cross-border payments, access a network of global financial institutions governed by rules and functional standards, leverage software to enable fast, transparent, and seamless cross-border payments, connect to one standardized API for everything, and simplify implementation and reduce operational overhead. Ripple is on the forefront of this stuff. There's already people, huge companies out there such as Santander working on the RippleNet, and over 300 financial institutions around the world rely on Ripple's growing global payments network already. Payout capabilities in Ripple are available in 70 different countries, and a presence in 45 countries and 6 continents is there already. So Ripple is, unsurprisingly doing some pretty cool stuff. But I have never really been a big fan of Ripple itself, because I used to call it the banker's coin. But maybe my mind has changed a little bit. What do you guys think about Ripple? Let me know down in the comments below if you have any specific opinions. But it's kind of starting to grow on me, but at the same time, I'm still not fully there yet, or fully, how should I say this, fully happy to, invest into Ripple as well. But seeing as, they did update everything, and their website, and their, the whole idea is business impact powered by crypto right now. They're basically trying to be a B2B solution for anybody who's trying to do cross-border payments on the blockchain. So Ripple is building solutions for businesses, right, powered by crypto. And using this blockchain technology, Ripple's enterprise-grade solutions are faster, more transparent, and more cost-effective than the traditional financial services. Customers use these solutions to source crypto, facilitate instant payments, empower their treasury, engage new audiences, lower capital requirements, and drive new revenue. So I guess this could be the CEO of Ripple. I may be wrong right there, but that's not the point of this right now. The point is, what is Ripple actually doing, and what are they helping about? They're helping with cross-border payments, they're helping with crypto liquidity and CBDCs as well, where they are helping with tokenizing these stable coins, digital stable coins that could be powered by the governments that I did make a video on literally just a few days ago, so you can check it out right here. And you know, you do see a few case studies or whatever, people who are actually using Ripple, and you know, it seems pretty good, right? But let's see what problems Ripple has right now, and mostly it's in terms of this lawsuit that is still quite you know, two-sided, right? Nobody wants the SEC to win because, you know, it's not going to be good for crypto. But at the same time, I just want to kind of explain the whole situation to you. So let's get into it. All right, so what do we have on the Ripple situation? This whole lawsuit or court case between the Ripple Labs and the US Securities and Exchange Commission lasted since 2020 and will set a precedent for the entire cryptocurrency industry. All of these motions that are happening right now have happened this year, and this Ripple's general counsel recently said that the filings show that the SEC is acting outside their legal limits. The SEC is not looking to apply the law, they're looking to remake the law in hopes that it can impermissibly expand their jurisdiction. So they're saying that that the SEC is not conducting in a way that the SEC should be conducting. And when are we going to know this news, and why is Ripple bullish? Well, because you know, first of all, people did see a few signs that this lawsuit or court case may actually come to an end in the first half of 2023, which obviously causes a little bit of bullish motion. But just a little update on everything, and these are some facts that I'm going to go over. The reason why the SEC you know, sued Ripple and they're in a court case right now is because Ripple failed to declare itself or its XRP token as a security, and essentially by doing that, they actually just tried to use their token to power their real life company, which wasn't really, you know, it's a little bit of a gray area, right? So essentially the SEC says that Ripple should have been, you know, considered a security, even though Ripple didn't consider it a security, and they played that loophole. And I guess right now the Ripple team is looking to get a win, right? And they are looking to be closer and closer to it. So some of the latest facts on this whole you know, shenanigans are, first of all, the Blockchain Association backed Ripple, right? They filed its amicus brief on Tuesday saying that the SEC's extremely broad interpretation of the securities laws would have devastating effects on the industry and even outside the industry. The Crypto Council for Innovation, or CCI, an alliance of industry leaders, also filed an amicus brief on Tuesday in support of Ripple. To date, the SEC has largely chosen enforcement over rulemaking as the way to regulate this evolving ecosystem. So they're saying that the SEC is playing foul. Now, furthermore, we have the crypto-related organizations and other firms such as VeriDAO, Cryptillion Payment System, Reaper Financial, and Paradigm Operations also submitted their briefs that challenged the SEC this week. And in December 2020, the SEC, you know, a little update, filed this lawsuit against Ripple and its executives, alleging the sale of XRP constituted an offering of unregistered securities worth over $1.38 billion. So this is the whole situation, right? They were selling tokens that they failed to register as securities, even though they were using it to power their own company. Were they in the wrong? Were they in the right? I guess we're going to see once this lawsuit ends. But lastly, an amicus brief typically is submitted by an individual or org that is not a party to a case but intended to influence the court's decision. For those of you that didn't know what an amicus brief is, and for those of you that are not lawyers on this channel, including, you know, myself. And, you know, I just see this guy's face right here and it just tempts me to make another FTX video, but I guess I'm going to do it later on. Oh, and by the way, BlockFi went bankrupt. I don't know if you've heard about that. Yeah. What a shame. Now, XRP, just for the last part of the video, I just wanted to go over a few technicals. I'm going to remove these drawings right now just so we can see where Ripple is right now. And right now we're on the weekly time frame. We can see a very strong zone of previous support and previous resistance, and just a very strong zone around the $0.3 level. And what basically happened is, you know, back since what was this, 2018, the price was bouncing up and down from this area, and then, you know, it was bouncing down from this area, you know, it couldn't break it, and then we made a huge break in November of 2020, right when the bull run was pretty much starting, and then a huge fall, right, when in February of 2021, and then later on it just continued moving up, and now it's simply correcting. Now Ripple itself looks like it is in a very large scale correction pattern, which is a good thing. Now this is quite a bullish looking chart when you observe it on the larger time frames. However, on the lower time frames, if you do observe this zone of support right here, if it is broken down from, we could easily go down into the $0.17 level next before potentially continuing to move up. So what I would be looking for right now is price to continue moving within this range for the upcoming time period. So in the more recent times it could go up, but it could even go down, as the Fed has not really said that they're going to slow down rate hikes in the upcoming months. Maybe they will, you know, make a break, but they're still very much fighting inflation. And yeah, we could see that. We could see some movements down, and then a potential double bottom forming, and then we can continue moving up later on once this whole inflation story is over. So that's it on the weekly time frame. On the daily, what we can see is a very strong zone of support. We could see a potential, you know, this is an inverse head and shoulders pattern we can see right here, which could indicate more upside, but I wouldn't be too bullish on Ripple unless we do break this very strong zone of resistance at this level right here around the $0.5 mark. That is psychologically significant, since it is you know, the $0.5 round number mark. Well, not really round number, but you know what I mean. So that's it for today's video. Sorry, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below with your favorite thoughts and opinions. What do you think is going to happen with Ripple in the future? Would you invest in it as a coin, and would you have it in your portfolio, or would you day trade it or swing trade it, or just trade it based on the news that you can find out about this whole SEC situation? So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Lastly, I'm not a financial advisor, and you should do your own due diligence before investing into anything in the blockchain, crypto, or NFT world. And with that being said, I'm going to end the video now, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.